Hello! What's up, guys? It's me, your old friend Tanner Babcock here. I haven't made a video in quite some time. I think it's been over a year now. But I finally feel like making a video now. I figure I'll reintroduce myself to YouTube since I haven't made a video in a while. My name is Tanner Babcock. I'm an artist, a musician, and a computer programmer. I have my own website here, tannerbabcock.com. There's a link to my website in this video's description. I have my GitHub profile right here. I'm also on a GitHub sponsors if anyone wants to sponsor me or make a donation to me. Yeah, my website is very elaborate, very complex. I designed it all myself. I have album reviews, film reviews. I have all of my art on here. You can look at my art. You can listen to my music. I also have a lot of helpful Linux learning material, Void Linux install guide. I have some basic Unix and Linux shell commands. Here I have all kinds of helpful things on my website, so you can check out my website, tannerbabcock.com. I also make music as this, Erase is Eraser. This is my Bandcamp page right here. You can listen to all of my albums, and if you feel like, I don't know, giving me some money for one of my albums, you could do that if you wanted to. All of my albums are name your price. That means they are free, completely free to download and listen to. You do not have to pay me any money if you don't want to, and you can download all of these files. But anyway, so what you're looking at here is my start page. Every time I open one of my favorite pieces of software ever, Qutebrowser, it automatically opens my start page. And it's basically just a list of all of my links and my bookmarks and all of the things that I use and need to go to every day. It chooses a random image for the background, so that's why whenever I refresh the page, there's a different picture. And I think that's pretty cool. It makes it so it's like I don't have to look at the same picture every day, But yeah, a lot of you have seen me using Qutebrowser. I use it in almost all of my YouTube videos. And I've never really talked about it all that much. I mean, you can see the status bar down there that shows the URL. When you hover on stuff, it shows you the URL of the link that you are hovering on. It has tabs. You can see I'm clicking on the various tabs on the top here. This is the website for Qutebrowser. You can look at these screenshots. These screenshots are really not very impressive. I mean, the Qutebrowser team, they took these screenshots while they made Qutebrowser look like this, but this is just, Qutebrowser with the default settings. As you can see, my Qutebrowser looks nothing like that. It looks very nice. It's a lot easier on the eyes, and it has colors that match my rice, my overall color scheme. But yeah, the Qutebrowser's claim to fame, so to speak, is that it is a completely keyboard-based browser, a keyboard-driven web browser, where you are actually supposed to navigate the web and the various websites using your keyboard, instead of the standard way of, clicking and pointing with the mouse. I mean, when I started using Qutebrowser, it just felt right. It has the Vim key bindings, as you can see. It It's built with Python. It was written in Python. It's configured with Python also. It was made with Qt Toolkit version 6 and the Qt web engine right there. You're always going to want to use the Qt web engine and not the Qt web kit. It says so right here. This is not recommended. And it says to use the Qt web engine instead. It supports bookmarks. It has a command mode and an insert mode, just like Vim does. Right now it's just in a normal mode. If I want to enter a command, I'll just type a colon. So now I've typed a colon, and as you can see, it's a big list of commands. You can click on the commands, you can scroll with the mouse, you can use the arrow keys to navigate, but if you start typing, the command suggestions will go away. But these are all of the commands in Qutebrowser. And this is what they do. Qutebrowser supports bookmarks, or quick marks as it calls them. I feel like most websites work with Qutebrowser. Alright guys, I'm sorry that I have to do this, but if there's anyone out there at all who would be willing to spare a little bit of money to me, I have my website right here. There is a link at the bottom of my website that says donate. You can just click on that and it'll take you to PayPal. You can choose to donate as much money as you'd like to me. You could also check out my my GitHub sponsors profile. You could sponsor me on GitHub. There's multiple different options for your monthly subscription, how much money you would like to donate to me, or you could just send me a one-time donation through GitHub sponsors. I also have a Patreon here. There's no one on my Patreon yet, but if you would like to join my Patreon, you would be able to see my YouTube videos 2 days early before the rest of the world does. So please, if there's anyone out there at all who would like to help me, it would really make my life a lot easier. The donate button on my website, GitHub sponsors, and Patreon. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Anyway, back to the video. I mean, you really don't have to wonder, I don't have to wonder, if one of the websites I need to use every day, is it going to work with this strange piece of software? Like, I can trust that most websites work. As you can see, I'm just browsing GitHub, looking at random stuff on GitHub. Everything's loading normally. So Qt Web Engine, that is the core of Qutebrowser. It is actually based on Chromium. Yes, Google Chromium, the open source Google Chromium, but it's not the entire code base, as you can see. This website right here, I'll give you a link to this in the video description. This website details the relationship between Qt Web Engine and the famous Chromium that everyone knows and loves. But most websites just think you're using Google Chrome or Chromium. But the thing is, Qutebrowser, it uses so little memory. It uses so few computer resources. It doesn't use as many CPU cycles as the big name browsers, Firefox, Chrome, Brave, Opera, Safari, what have you. No, it's a lot faster than those things. I think it's a lot easier to use than those things. It's kind of hard to get used to the idea, like there is an insert mode. So right now I'm in normal mode, normal browsing mode. I can, hover on links and I can click things, and I can go back and forth, click the back button on my mouse, and it goes back a page. But if I want to type some text into a box, all I do is click, excuse me, and click on the box here. And this status bar at the bottom of my screen, it's bright green now, and it says insert mode. And now I can type I can type whatever I want to type in that box, because I am in insert mode. Just like Vim has an insert mode whenever you want to type some text into your text file. You would, press I to go into Vim's insert mode. In Qutebrowser, you also press I to enter insert mode. But yeah, I love this thing. I just press colon, or if I want to open up one of my bookmarks, I press B, lowercase b, and it opens up all of my quick marks. Any of the websites I want to go, they're all right there. I just press B, open the first quick mark, and it's just my website. It's just the home page of tannerbabcock.com. If I want to open a different website, here's my GitHub. This is the second link in the quick marks list. Qutebrowser is really easy to configure and set up. The way it does colors is a little bit confusing, but I got the hang of it, and you can get the hang of it too. I don't understand why more people don't use Qutebrowser. I think it's really amazing. It's a piece of software that I use every day, all day, every day. I rely on Qutebrowser. I prefer Qutebrowser to Firefox. I prefer it to Firefox and every other big name web browser just because it uses so much less resources than those programs use. It makes me feel good to know that my computer is not overheating and exploding from all of the 40 gigabytes of virtual memory that Firefox needs for 2 tabs. This is the repository, the GitHub repository for Qutebrowser. It's one guy. Like a lot of projects, there's like one main guy who maintains it. I've never had Qutebrowser break a website. I've never tried to open a website like a normal website like YouTube and have it be broken. There was one time where the website youtube.com, if I wanted to do this, go to youtube.com, there was a point where it would just break right here. It would crash and Qutebrowser would crash and it would say, hey, this is a bad website, oh no. But now it works perfectly. You can just open up YouTube. I can watch whatever YouTube video I want to watch. Google Tanner Babcock. I'll watch this dumb shit, watch my old video and cringe. There's the ad that I don't get any money from. I'm going to wait for that ad to play. Click on skip. And as you can see, YouTube works. Now you can enjoy my cringe from 2 years ago and whatever else you like to watch on YouTube. Everything works. It's almost all of the same code that Chromium uses, that Google Chrome uses, and I think that's why most websites just naturally play nice with Qutebrowser. Off the top of my head, there's not much I can think of that doesn't play nice with Qutebrowser. Maybe Spotify, if you like to use Spotify, if you pay for Spotify, maybe Spotify it doesn't work very well in Qutebrowser, but I think those guys just use the Spotify graphical application anyway. Yeah, there's all kinds of helpful resources. Here's the changelog. As you can see, Qutebrowser is worked on and maintained often. It has frequent updates. Here's the releases. The newest release was 2 weeks ago. Well, yeah, this is my start page. There's some websites I go to. Qutebrowser also supports custom style sheets, like user custom CSS style sheets for websites. It's kind of hard to figure out. I've barely figured it out, but like if I want to go to, this amazing website where I go to worship my Lord and Savior, and pray, be close to God. I go to this website often, and I have a key binding here. If I do like a comma S, it will apply a different CSS style sheet to the overall web page. See, if I just hit comma and then I wait, Qutebrowser will suggest a list of key bindings that you might want to do, and it'll show you what those keys do. I know the text is kind of small, but you can kind of read there. It just has some actions. But yeah, as you can expect, HJKL to move, I for insert mode, escape to get out of everything. If there's something you don't know how to do, you can just press colon, and there's a list of commands right there. And it's really nice like that. It's intuitive, and it's also self-documenting. It also supports ad blocking. I think the very first command in this list says ad block update. Update block lists for both the host and the Brave ad blocker. So I'll run that. It downloads these text files. I have it configured to show the downloads down there, but I don't know if necessarily doing that is going to keep YouTube from showing a bunch of unskippable ads before all of my videos, so I don't know. But it's better than nothing. I mean, Qutebrowser is awesome. I cannot recommend Qutebrowser highly enough. I just love it. It's easy on the eyes, it's easy to use, it doesn't take up very much RAM, very many resources. I really only use Firefox these days if I have to. Like if I know for sure, if it's like a serious website, if I'm trying to apply for a job or something like that, I'll use Firefox. But for just day-to-day browsing the internet, I love Qutebrowser. I just love it. And you can configure the settings for cookies and for bookmarks and your cache and all of those things. I'll close out of Qutebrowser now, and I'll open up my, this is my config file, my Qutebrowser configuration file. It is an org document. That means it's a self-documenting configuration file. And it's written in Python. You configure Qutebrowser in Python. This file is located in your .config directory, .config/Qutebrowser/config.py. As you can see, some of these colors, some of the color codes here are not 6 digits, but 8 digits. The 8 digits are for the alpha channel. I think it's ARGB. For the Qutebrowser config, the order is ARGB and not RGBA. But anyway, this configuration file is a mess. A lot of my literate configs, these org documents, they can get kind of messy, and I don't update them very often, but yeah, here it is. I have some more things down here. So these aren't the colors, these are actually the preferences. You can choose the date format for the timestamps in the completion widget. It supports rounded corners, I think. It supports websites that want to use your webcam or your microphone or your geolocation. You can choose to configure Qutebrowser to, allow websites to request those things. It uses if you want to look at PDF documents, if you use Qutebrowser and navigate to a PDF document, it uses something called a pdf.js to render the PDF documents. The Qutebrowser there. So this right here, the c.qt.args. You might notice I have quite a few things here. This is an array, a Python array of strings. The first string in the array is style sheet. I use this so that I can have nice tooltips on the things that I hover on Qutebrowser. You have to use a QSS file. Qt's, CSS file. It's QSS file. But these other options here enable GPU rasterization, ignore GPU block list, use GL, EGL, and enable accelerated video decode. These are necessary for Wayland, I'm pretty sure. For rendering Qutebrowser natively in a Wayland session, I think it's best to have some of these options in your configuration here. This array is like a list of widgets that appear on the status bar of Qutebrowser. Yeah, this status bar down here on the bottom, as you can see, I have configured it to just show the URL and the time. Or if I start typing, it'll show a key press. If I navigate to a website, it'll show a little progress bar. As you can see right next to odyssey.com, there's a little progress bar. I just love it. You can configure all of this stuff. You can configure your fonts, your colors. It supports alpha channel transparency with ARGB. There's some more ARGB colors there. You can make it look so much nicer than it looks in the screenshots. Yeah, these are my search engines. You can add your own search engines, and how it works is like you gotta have the URL for the search results, and you gotta put in these curly braces here. And the curly braces, I don't know if anyone out there knows Python, but in Python, if you replace a string and another string, you gotta have these curly braces. And so what Qutebrowser does is you just type in your search query in the status bar, like if I want to search the Arch Linux wiki for Wayland, I would just type, !A for Arch wiki, and then I type Wayland, and then what that does is opens up a new tab, Wayland, on the Arch wiki. So you can do that to kind of, search various websites right from your status bar in Qutebrowser, just with these macros here. I can search the Arch Wiki, I can search YouTube, Odyssey, Google Images, Wikipedia, Tumblr. I can search for void Linux packages if I want to. Now in Qutebrowser, when you go to upload a file or multiple files or a directory, you can choose the command that it uses to allow you to pick a file. I have the program NNN. I think it works great as a file chooser. I have Qutebrowser configured to just open that for my file picker. Here's some more of my custom key bindings. So I have it configured. I have other things configured to make the text bigger and smaller. I can make the text of the status bar bigger and smaller. I can make the text in the tabs bigger. And it's with my, one of my favorite fonts, my Space Mono Nerd font. But yeah, That's Qutebrowser. I cannot recommend Qutebrowser highly enough. I think it's an awesome piece of software, and I think everyone should check it out. Qutebrowser is available in almost every Linux distribution. All of the major Linux distributions, it's going to have Qutebrowser. And I know that it's going to work for you because it's written in Python, an interpreted language. And all you really need to have installed is Python and the Qt libraries, Qt6, and Qutebrowser will work for you. This article on the Arch Wiki for Qutebrowser is very, very helpful. I strongly recommend new users of Qutebrowser read this. It'll help you out a lot. Well, anyway, thanks a lot, guys. My name is Tanner Babcock. It's nice to finally make another video. Please check out my website, tannerbabcock.com. If you like my status bar, if you like my rice, you can check out my .dot files on GitHub. There's a link for that in the status bar. And if you've enjoyed this video, remember to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. It's really amazing. I really appreciate everyone's support, and I'm just really grateful that I have the small amount of subscribers that I even have. And, I appreciate everyone's support. Anyway, thank you very much. Peace.